Hi, I'm Andre, and I want to talk to you about not one but two Marvel trailers that we got from two different studios. Yes, Disney Marvel and Fox Marvel both gave us a trailer this week. It's like holiday time when you have to visit both of your parents because they're separated, and mom gives you a really good gift to try to act like she's better than dad, and dad gives you a really good gift to try to act like he's better than mom, and you just play along because you want good gifts. So first, Disney gave us a first look. They didn't call it a trailer, they called it a first look at Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. They played some music, they showed some clips. It was about a minute and a half long. That's a trailer. Okay? I'm sorry, you can call it first look all you want to. When you show us footage from a movie to get us excited for the movie, that is called a trailer. You trailed us. Whatever you want to call it, I saw a trailer and I'm freaking excited. Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga. I can't stop this feeling. It was a tease though. We didn't get any kind of idea of what is going on in this movie. No mention of plot whatsoever. We just got to see random shots of Gamora in action, a captured Nebula, Rocket walking side by side with Yondu. I will not be making any arrows fly around. We got flying space action, we got Star-Lord CGI mask, and we even got the most wonderful heart-to-heart, man-to-man talk, as well as an awkward hug from Drax the Destroyer. Aww, please do not ship them. I know you, Tumblr, I know how you be. Do not start drawing your deviant art of Star-Lord and Drax after seeing this scene. It just, we're having a man-to-man moment. Men can show emotions to men without it becoming a ship. Sink the ship. And we got Baby Groot. Okay, Tumblr deviant art, you can do whatever you want with Baby Groot. Well, not every, just draw cute pictures of Baby Groot, because Baby Groot is cute. Although I'm still feeling like Groot could really go full adult at any moment. He could just grow anytime he wants, but he's trying to get that merchandise money. I know what's going on, Baby Groot. Disney giving you a cut. They're like, hey, Groot, if you just stay a little baby Groot, we can give you a percentage of the toy sales for the little dancing Groots and Funko Pops. And Groot was like, I am Groot, and Groot get paid. Oh, Groot, sorry. I am Groot. I am baby. I want my check. All I'm asking, Fast and Furious 8, you have to. It is required. When Dom is driving around, when Vin Diesel is driving around in his car, you have to have a baby Groot on his dashboard. Please. It would be so adorable, a wonderful Easter egg to have a tiny little baby Groot on Vin Diesel's car dashboard. And maybe a little Iron Giant figure too. Why not? So we didn't see a lot. It was a pure on tease, but you know what? I liked that. It's okay to do that. It's okay for a trailer to just show you a couple images going, hey, does this look cool? See you next year. That's all we need sometimes. We don't need to analyze and break down and hypothesize and figure out the plot of everything right before we see the movie, because by the time I get to the movie, I'm not entertained as much, or I'm not surprised because I feel like I've heard everything on the internet. Sometimes it's just good to see some stuff and go, that's amazing. Can't wait to go see it. Can I buy my ticket now? And then we move on. Maybe that's not much for videos, but who cares? You're gonna make trailer reactions and reviews of it anyway, just like I am, because you want them views though. I know what's up. I ain't stupid. YouTube money. 2 cents. So I am incredibly excited about this. Guardians of the Galaxy was one of my favorite Marvel movies ever, so I cannot wait to see a second one. Just throwing a con out there though. Marvel has kind of advanced a little bit over the last few months. We had a lot of the silly, jokey Marvel phase going on, even a little bit too much in some movies like Age of Ultron. But Civil War, while it did have some humor, really brought some seriousness and some intense drama to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Shows like Luke Cage and Daredevil and Jessica Jones on Netflix being the same world with Ant-Man. And as for Doctor Strange, I don't know what's going on with that, but from everything I've seen in the trailers and what people are saying that saw that special preview screening in IMAX, I feel like that's going to just be a mind F. So Marvel Cinematic Universe could be going in this direction moving forward. Could Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, if it's too much like the first one, kind of bring it back to that old Marvel style that we're kind of almost getting a little tired of? We'll have to see. I don't think so. I think we're going to be fine, but that's just something to put out there, is that we're getting some different types of Marvel movies since Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Let's see if that continues and we're not just retreading to just make people happy because that's what they got from that first one. Now for completely no humor, let's go to the Fox one. Fox premiered the new trailer for Logan. This is being advertised as the final Wolverine movie. There will never be a Wolverine movie with Hugh Jackman ever again. No Wolverine movies, no Wolverine cameos. Hugh Jackman is done with Wolverine unless Fox somehow takes some of Deadpool's money, steal it, and give it to him, and then maybe he'll come back. But here, Jackman, can you please just at least do a cameo in Deadpool 2? You got to, man. If anything, you gotta do that. And while Guardians of the Galaxy is getting all fun and crazy with some ooga chaka, ooga ooga, making you think about that dancing baby from Ally McBeal, Logan brings the Man in Black. They play some Johnny Cash. It's like, oh, this is serious. We see an older Logan, not full old man Logan, but definitely older. Hair's a little bit gray. You can see that where his claws come out is a little bloody. A little bloody there. Usually that's nice and clean. He also has some scars on his back that aren't fully healed. Could this mean that he's not healing anymore, or maybe he's healing at a slower process than he used to? We also see an older Patrick Stewart. I'm sorry, I'm just confused by this timeline. We got Charles Xavier, he's older, but he was already old, and then you got Wolverine, and then supposedly this is a time where mutants are no longer around, like they're teased if they're dead or they've been killed or something happened to them, but there's not a lot of mutants anymore. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, what about Days of Future Past when they were fighting them giant sentinels and trying to save mutants, and that looked like that was in the far off future? Is this a different time period? Are we in the future? Is this the past? Is this the 70s with Days of Future Past? Is this the 80s with Apocalypse, even though no one really aged from the 70s to the 80s? I'm just really confused by the X-Men timeline. How does it work? Xavier tells Logan that there is a girl that he wants him to protect, and that this girl is somehow like him. And hardcore comic fans are hypothesizing that that girl is probably X-23, the female clone of Wolverine, and she's a character I've read about several times in comic books Wikipedia pages. Hey, at least I'm being honest with you that I read it on Wikipedia. You know, there's gonna be somebody out there that's gonna go to the X-23 Marvel Wiki page or Wikipedia page, read all the information about her, and then go into every single video talking about the Logan trailer going, well, that's probably X-23, and here's my thoughts about her, and just really just copy and paste the paragraph from Wikipedia and put it in the comments. You know someone's gonna do it. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Lion King. We also get a bunch of random shots from the movie. We see a possible villain in that. We see some different action scenes, but they don't show too much, kind of similar to Guardians. And I was like, this is cool, this is neat. But what some of you told me, I didn't realize it till you said it on Twitter, I was watching the Green Band trailer. I didn't realize there was a Red Band International trailer. Shot and put the claws inside your head, and they gonna come outside of the top of your head, giving you a Bart Simpson. Did you see that? Did you see that? Clack, clack, and you see the head go back to him. I just want to see him slide it out too, like. Oh, dude, you know, when Deadpool came out, how I was all like, please, Fox, do not turn all your Marvel movies now into rated R movies because Deadpool did so well. You're going to think that the way to be successful now is to make every movie rated R. I didn't want them to do that. But that was cool. That was cool. You know what? The X-Men movies, they are good being PG-13 no matter what happens in the comic books. But the Wolverine movies, not only should this one be rated R, but I feel like the other one should have been too. I think that rated R is probably the right thing for Wolverine because it always wants to put itself as this darker, grittier version of the X-Men saga, but it's never been able to do that at PG-13. So a lot of times they've just come across as spin-offs of the X-Men movies and not seen as anything different. This movie does not look anything like an X-Men movie, and that's a compliment. This looks like a completely different type of movie, different type of X-Men movie, different type of superhero movie, and that's got me excited. I have high hopes for Logan just from this trailer and the style that they're putting out there, and I think the rated R will help. If they don't overdo it, if they don't make it to the point of exploitative or comedic, I think that this could actually work. Something that's a little bit more like not fluff. You know what I mean? Not popcorn superhero fluff, but like here's some serious intense emotions from this movie that just happen to also have mutants and superheroes and things like that in it. That's what we need. I've said this before. We need that variety of the superhero film. It needs to happen. This is a good start. Maybe. That's the pro. Here's the con. We've been burned before by Fox. We've been burned before by Wolverine movies. We've been burned before by X-Men movies in general. Some of the X-Men movies are pretty good. Some of the X-Men movies are like, some parts are good, some parts not so good. Some of the X-Men movies are, ooh, that's terrible. And Wolverine specifically, that first one, yeah. And that second one had some good stuff in it, and it started off really strong, and then just over time and time in that movie, you just went from, this is really, really good to, okay, to what? And the trailers for all of those movies looked so impressive. So I'm just saying, Logan, you might got Johnny Cash playing for you. You might have this new X-23 in your movie. But you know what? I don't know just yet. I want to love you. And so far you're giving me stuff to love, but We've dated before, Fox X-Men movies, and you hurt me. You broke my heart. I don't know if I can go back, baby. I'm trying to trust you right now. Let's take it slow. What do you think about these two trailers? Thumbs up this video, and if you're new here, please subscribe because I make videos all week, every week. I love you like a play cousin. I'm Audi 5000. Chain chomp schnicked.